Invincible season 4 teaser has dropped. And Invincible is one of those shows that kind of came out of nowhere. I think it was back in like 21 or 22. It kind of started as one of those shows that, especially in the first episode, where you're just kind of like, okay, this seems like another kind of superhero show with a lot of vulgar, a lot of gore, and it just seems like a solid show. But then, of course, like everyone, at the end of the very first episode, there is more than meets the eye. And ever since then, the show has had a special place in my heart. I know it's had a special place in Rich's heart, and a lot of people that have enjoyed this show. Has a lot of great characters with different backgrounds, characters with the different power sets that all work together and face off with one each other. It's just a great all around time with the Invincible show. Now, with Invincible season 4, the teaser dropped. I think it was about 2 weeks ago, and we were met with kind of the same setup that they kind of been doing for the more recent seasons, where they are announcing, the release date of the next season. And as they do so, Mark is usually sitting down in this setup with one character of the show, and he's just breaking the fourth wall and having fun with us as the viewer, just introducing what's coming next, but in a way where it's not spoiler, which is nice. But it just gets us, the fans, excited, because with the Invincible show, we were, especially after the first season, the delay has been, or the delay was just grueling for all of us.
Yes, absolutely.
As you can attest to this, Rich. I mean, it was just no one really knew what was going on, and of course, we know as film fans, animation takes a long time to make, but the reasoning with the distance between season 1 and season 2, just for how long it was, we just never got transparency from the creators, like what's really going on. And eventually, since we got to season 3, then they started kind of ramping up things and giving us more info, and letting us know that the season was coming sooner, especially after season 2.
Mhm.
We got this same setup with Mark, and I think Mark was talking with Alan, the alien, who's a wonderful
Yeah.
character voiced by Seth Rogen. So this
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
jump in
yeah,
here.
go jump in.
Yeah, so Invincible is a show that in the first season, I mean, like as you said, as you're watching that first episode, you're going, wow, this is like interesting, got cool characters. Like this is cool. Like this seems like a different type of superhero show. And then that first the pilot is unbelievable in terms of the ending and the twist at the end. I mean, it really is like, oh my gosh, this is going to be epic. And the thing that I love about the way the show has communicated to its fans is they are very understanding of their fans. And I think kind of like the first season was really a test. It's like, okay, is this going to work? And it did. And then they had, issues with the second season and within transparency. And now it feels like I can really trust the creators with timelines. I can trust them with um, just the show itself of putting out something that is entertaining. I mean, I think season 3 was the best season, which is like, you know, difficult to do, I would say.
Right.
Once shows typically sometimes like the first season's like the best season. It's hard to replicate it despite having bigger budgets or things like that. But with the teaser, it break the breaking of the fourth wall is like it's fan service, which I think is not bad. Like I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. I thought it was hilarious that Mark is pointing out that if the fans say that he doesn't win fights, like that's hilarious. That's
Absolutely.
so funny. And I think not a lot of other shows are going to do that. If you pay attention to the Invincible like social media feed, they do it's a lot of stuff for the fans. It's what are the fans talking about? What memes are the fans making? And I mean the Invincible memes never stop. I mean they are just constant.
Yeah, you know a
And
thing or two about memes.
like it is constant memes, and they're very good um at having a pulse on what the fans are saying.
Absolutely. So you thought season 3 was the best so far?
I did. I thought
Okay.
it was the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanna say, especially the conquest stuff, um, finally giving, especially the moment between Conquest and Invincible when Conquest seems like he's beaten, and, he whispers in his ear. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was, like, along the lines of, like, "I'm always sad," kinda thing, and, I think Invincible, like a lot of other shows, give to certain characters, and the real key to really making, like, a character have a lot of, I don't know, like, gusto to them or something special about them is when you can juxtapose, like, someone as brutal as Conquest, but still deep down, there's that, I guess, humanity in a sense with him that, um, that we can relate to. Like, there's, like, people feel depressed I mean, people feel depression, people feel like they're not worthy, and in this moment, Conquest almost felt like he just wasn't worthy anymore. He's always sad, he's just, um, lots of humanity juxtaposed with, the superhero isms is, in my opinion, what makes these superhero shows relatable, which is crazy because, I mean, how can we relate to superheroes? It's not real. But when you bring in the humanity to that, it just makes it that much more worth it. Just like shows like The Boys and Gen V, um, lots of superhero shows and films. But when you can juxtapose those two, it's a special thing. But for me, season 3 was kind of a mixed bag in a way. Um, I think a lot of the Rex stuff I enjoyed. RIP to Rex. He was great. He was definitely a character that grew on you. Um, and I want to
Yeah.
say there were some moments throughout season 3 where I noticed the animation was kind of spotty. I remember one episode in particular when Eve and Mark were just chatting, and it was just like some, I don't know, there's just something about it. Like our eye gets so used to a certain style, especially like in seasons 1 and 2. I think for the most part, it's decent animation, and I know a lot of people kind of look at Invincible like as a not high polished animated show, and that's fine. And I would agree. And there's definitely moments throughout the seasons that you get like a polished animation, and they've touched on that in this show. I think it was in season 2 when or might have been season 3 when Mark goes to that convention, and it almost looks like he's kind of talking to Robert Kirkman in
Yeah.
a sense, and that's exactly what that scene was about, which is really cool. So I mean, like you said, like the show is totally aware of what it's doing, and the creators are aware of what they're doing, and I think that's great. It gives us transparency, and but I think overall, I love the show to death. I love the characters. Can't wait for season 4. Yeah. Any final thoughts?
Same here. I think part of the reason why they've been successful is the connection that they have to their fans, and it comes out in the show, and it comes out in like the social media and stuff that they post.
Absolutely. All right.